Well, good evening. I guess it's evening here on the East Coast, and I'm Ria N2RJ. Surprised to see me first. Like everybody else is coming. What's up, y'all? Ed Sweeney. Yeah, Kat said she'd be here, but I don't know. She didn't tell me she was going to be late. I guess I'm going to message her and see. Uh, yeah. Okay. So anyway, all right. So this is one chicken radio, and the other one's always late, so it's always two. So hey, Lawnmower. Hi, Brian, and everybody else. And we see how we're going here. So Kat had a topic tonight, but I'm going to start off with the let's see here. Yeah, okay. There she is. Yes, I was almost going to say you're late.
No, I'm not late. I was doing something and it required I was snipping something. So
You were sniffing what, glue?
No, snipping. Not sniffing, snipping.
Okay. Yeah, okay. Yeah.
I wish I was sniffing glue.
Really?
No.
All right. So anyway, yeah. So welcome. What's been going on in your world?
What's been going on in my world?
Yeah.
Working and working a lot and doing some bookkeeping and fixing to do some taxes for entities, an S corp, a C corp.
Okay. So yeah, it's been interesting. I mean, today we have a lot of non-amateur radio news. I mean, what I've been doing though, I've been doing a lot of different things. I'm probably going to fly out to California again. I've been getting my QSO today presentation finally finished, and I have to upload. I know I'm late. He's going to kill me, but putting a lot of rounds through the various firearms.
Oh yes. So what did you think of the Hellcat?
It's good. It's good. I didn't actually go to the range and shoot because the thing is I had an ARRL meeting today, so I'd gotten away. But yeah, no, I'm gonna get one for my birthday. So
Lon, yes, tax returns are due October 17th, but not for entities. Entities are due September the 15th.
Right. That's my birthday, by the way.
I know. You know what I'm gonna be doing on your birthday, Ria?
No.
Tax returns.
You're no fun.
I mean, what do you want me to do? I mean,
I know.
And then I've got an upcoming thing where I'm going to be possibly on a nonprofit board as treasurer or whatnot. So,
yeah. Well, let me tell you something, okay? That could be rewarding and it can be hell. Because I'm on two nonprofit boards. One of them being the ARRL, and one of them being the Young Ladies Radio League, YLRL. I actually didn't know that.
No, I did not know that.
Yeah. So I am. It could be fun. I mean, it could be rewarding. It could be a little frustrating sometimes. I have to tell myself, it's worth it. I have to tell myself it's worth it. So yeah. So anyway. So let's see, turn this here. Yeah, there we go. Right. Yeah. So anyway, yeah, what else I've been doing? A lot of experimenting with batteries, as you could probably tell. I've been doing a lot of work with batteries. I kind of do a lot of that now. That's kind of a side thing, but it's probably going to be more than that. What else? I've been doing kids are back in school.
Yay.
Yeah, I know. And Ham Exposition was nice. We talked about that. I had some great interviews on my channel I had one with Ray Novak from ICOM, and I had one with Rob Sherwood. So Rob Sherwood and I talked about radio receiver performance and transmitter performance and Baofangs and other stuff. So you want to see that, go and look out for it on my channel. Yeah, I've been doing what else have I done? I have NRA instructor training coming up. What else do I have? I have my new car is probably coming next month. What else is going on? Radio wise, I've been a 6-meter season's gone, so I've been getting ready for contest season 160.
Yeah, and Yaesu just released a new radio out, and people are already complaining about it.
Which one is that?
Hold on.
Come on, you want me to bring on John Crook here?
I mean, you know what?
Ask him. He will come on. He probably will. I mean,
I know somebody was already talking about it. But hold on. I think it's because he shared it.
Communications and Cigars is his channel. He does.
No, but it's the FT. It's the new FT 710. I think that's what it was. Yeah, 710. And people are already complaining about it.
Why? Oh, I have a guy on my channel who thinks that he is the cat's meow when it comes to ham radio. Okay, and he says how I stopped buying radios when they got rid of all the knobs. I mean, like, you're gonna put a knob on a radio on every function. It's gonna look like a teenager who
he wants to sit there and fidget. So that's what it is. He wants to fidget.
Yeah.
I got one of them fidget things around here somewhere. Hold on.
I have fidget spinners. I collect some of them. I got one from Intel. I got another one from
no, this is a fidget cube.
Oh yeah, I have those. I actually made one of those with a 3D printer.
Yeah, so this is a fidget cube. It's got a whole little, it's got like a little knob like thing right here.
Yeah.
And then you've got that.
Switch. Oh my God.
And then you have this where you roll the ball. And then you have like the thing that looks like a dice on that side. Clicker.
Right. So cool. So anyway, let's do the news. I know we got a lot. So
we've got some unfortunate news. The Queen Elizabeth passed away today.
Yeah, so Queen Elizabeth II, so from what my colleague people in the UK have been telling me, is that they're going to have 2 days, 2 holidays, one of mourning, one where I guess the funeral, because she's going to have a state funeral, and then you have the other one where King Charles, no, I think it's King Charles III.
Yes.
Is going to ascend to the throne. He's already technically the king. So
yes, he's already a king. They haven't had the ceremony to make it formal yet, the coronation,
right.
Which probably won't happen. They figured about 16 months because that's how long it took for them to do Elizabeth the last time after her dad passed.
Yeah, so they're going to have that, and then there's probably going to be some. So based on they do special events in the UK, like they might assign like a special prefix, right? So the way UK call signs work. So my UK call sign is Mike 0 Romeo Alpha Juliet, right? And if you go, and that's how you say it in England, okay? If you go to Scotland, it's Mike 0 Romeo Alpha Juliet. If you go to Wales, it's Mike Whiskey 0. But when they had, like, for example, the Queen's Diamond Jubilee, they had MQ0, and when they had the Olympics, it was MO0. So they changed a letter to commemorate special things. They're probably going to have that. Maybe RSGB is going to have some special things. But how it usually works is you go on Ofcom website and then you apply for a variation on your license, and then you get that variation and you can use that. So that's going to be interesting. yeah, but we'll see. I mean, it's going to be very interesting. Excuse me. I don't think anybody in the palace was a radio ham at all, but they probably recognize the work that radio amateurs and um, Raynet, I guess. I think Raynet's still functional. Excuse me, in the RSGB played. Yeah. So, right. So Bouvet Island, the expedition, they're making great progress. They're actually doing some logistics. You should have seen the, you know, the whole. They did a test on how they're going to get the fuel, right?
Mm-hmm.
And how they did that was they put a hose up on the tower, okay? But let me, a picture is worth 1,000 words, okay? So let me share this and show you because this, and I'll tell you exactly what they're doing. Okay, so yeah, you can't wait till it's a 3D headset, huh? Okay, no, you get to see my whole Facebook account.
Oh, Lordy.
Yeah, so Ken Upscar, right? LA7GIA, he's doing a test here. Now that's not coax up there, okay? He
Mm-hmm.
put a water hose up there.
That's a water hose?
Yeah,
Okay.
yeah,
Oh, yeah. I
he,
see it now.
yeah. He's using that to test the pump because that's how they're going to try to pump fuel up to Bouvet Island from the ship. Because a lot of weight on these expeditions is due to the fuel, right?
Uh-huh.
I think they're said they're going to be using diesel, so that's interesting. They're using diesel. They're not using. Oops. Yeah. They're not using gasoline. They're using diesel. And then they're going to be doing that. They're also using Zodiac boats, and that's how they're going to get on shore. So there's a lot of preparation. You can go on and support them. 3Y0J is their call sign, and they have a lot. They have ways to donate. 3Y0J.no, right?
Mm-hmm.
And you can buy raffle tickets. You can buy, you can support them with direct donations. They have some big donations from Northern California DX Foundation, and also, Index and all these big DX societies here.
Uh-huh.
So let me see here, and I'll show you their website here. Bouvet Island, right? No, not that one.
Bouvet Island.
Yeah, I work Bouvet. I work one contact on 20 meters, but I probably want to work that one. Yeah, so here they have the most remote uninhabited place on Earth. Club logs #2 wanted entity behind. What do you think is #1?
No idea.
Really? Hey, I'll give
Okay.
you a hint. He's so ornery.
Huh?
He's so ornery. What country is that?
Oh my god.
They have nuclear weapons.
Oh, North Korea.
Right, exactly.
Oh, I'm sorry. I blanked
Yeah.
out for a second. My brain just went.
So ornery. Yeah. Was it Team America World Police was that movie?
Yeah, all you had to
Yeah.
do was say, "Hey, Dennis Rodman sat here and went to this country and chilled with
Yeah.
him." Then I would have known.
So they're setting sail in 2023. It takes them about a month, I think, to get there by boat. The last expedition was 3Y0Z, and they failed because their boat failed. Their boat had a problem, so they couldn't really, they couldn't make it on shore. But they have a new boat called Marama, which is 101 feet oceanic catch. So, yeah. 31 meters. Okay. yeah, we'll see how that goes. I mean, it looks very interesting. So on this team, actually,
Mhm.
you have a few of them I know. I know Ken, LA7GIA. You have these guys. Adrian, I know Adrian very well. Adrian and I operated at 4U1UN, and Adrian is a regular operator at 4U1UN. Okay,
Mhm.
and he's a board member of Indexa. So yeah, he's up there, and he's actually been taken under the wing of Marty Lane, OH2BH, and he's been
Mhm.
going on DXpeditions. So yeah, Otis NP4G. If you guys ever watch my videos and my thumbnails, you'll see I have a shirt that says with a light bulb that's crossed out that says 5990. Okay, that's
Mhm.
to illustrate that how Puerto Ricans have a shitty power grid, right? Because of mismanagement and corruption from their power companies stealing all the money, and these rich executives taking the money and not upgrading the power grid and leaving it to crumble and leaving Puerto Ricans without power. So you have Otis send me a shirt for speaking out about that. You know, Bill KO7SS. Yep, know him. He's the doctor. Pete N0FW. DL6KBA. Mike AB5B. Dave WD5KCOV. He's a very seasoned D expeditioner. And then you have the 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 captain, and then you have others. So, well, this guy's honorary. So Chuck and John. So it's good D expedition. I wish them best of luck. I hope they achieve their goals because yeah, yeah. Yeah. Joe says I worked Adrian when he went to Kiska, Alaska. Send him a screwdriver for each. Nice, 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 nice. Yeah. Yeah, Adrian's a good guy. Adrian, I think, so what I like is that so a lot of these D expeditioners are old
Mhm.
guys, they're getting up there, and you don't have a lot of young people getting into D expeditions. Okay. Adrian is an exception. Adrian is going on D expeditions. I don't know if he has a wife or girlfriend, but he stays away like 2 or 3 weeks at a time, maybe even more. So I don't know. I think he probably has a girlfriend, but she's missing him for like 2 weeks at a time, and then he goes and works all this rare DX and stuff like that. Hi T Ray, how you doing, buddy? I saw all your Facebook posts and stuff
Hi,
like
T Ray.
that. Yeah,
Raven came to visit.
yeah. So anyway, all right. So what else is in the news? Um, 60-meter band. Have you ever used a 60-meter band? I'm guessing not.
No, I've sat there and listened.
Uh huh. So
And
tell me where these countries are, and I'll tell you why they're important. Botswana, Lesotho, and Eswatini, formerly known as Swaziland.
oh,
What?
that's all Africa.
Right. And these are countries that just gained access to the 60-meter band.
Uh-huh.
Okay. And they have the allocation of 5351.5 to 5366.5 kilohertz. So there are now 89 countries on the band, which means that it's 11 countries away from being able to make DXCC if and only if the ARRL would authorize it. And so far, the ARRL has said no, because this ban is supposed to be for emergency communications. That's what they say. So anyway, yeah. So those countries there. BBC 4, Radio 4, Treetop Antennas, a witness from history in a dialogue with a loudspeaker. Josie Long presents short radio docs and adventures in sound inspired by broadcasts into the ether. From the forests of North Carolina, USA, to the city of Kiev, Ukraine, two ham radio enthusiasts seek each other out, and a voice from the past prompts a dialogue on listening between rabbi and a radio producer. So if you look on, I'll drop the link in the chat here. They have the audio here, and they talk about amateur radio and BBC Radio 4. So in the UK, BBC Radio 4 is basically a talk station, and they used to have it on long wave. I think they shut down the long wave now. Yeah, it's on Radio 4. Yep, it is on Radio 4. All right. I listen to 4 and I listen to 5 live, and I listen to Radio 1 still, even though I'm getting old. But yeah. No, let's see here. Germany has a brand new novice license,
Yes.
10 watts EIRP on, yeah.
Mm-hmm.
So why don't you talk about it?
Would I talk about it? All right,
Yeah.
fine. I'll go talk about it. Give me a second.
Fine.
Yeah,
It's
fine.
like I gave her, it's like I told her to go clean the toilet.
Well, technically you did. No, I'm joking. No, I already talked. I mean, yeah. Mm-hmm. So the DARC reports on a planned introduction of an entry-level amateur radio license. It will be limited to just 10 watts EIRP in the 144 and 430 megahertz bands, but they can build their own equipment. So the translation says that the Federal Ministry for Digital Affairs and Transport presented the draft of a new amateur radio regulation that will bring some innovations for all amateur radios. The chairman, and the Roundtable Amateur Radio, RTA, Christian Ensfeldner, DL3MBG, was pleased that the new regulation implements long-standing requirements of the DARC and the Roundtable Amateur Radio. Remote operation will finally be allowed in the future. The ministry has also implemented our demand for a beginner class, which has existed since 2008. This makes it much easier to get started with amateur radio, while the existing classes E and A are raised in level due to the introduction of new topics from digital technology. Class N focuses on the operational knowledge, regulations, and basic knowledge of the technology. Holders of the new Class N will be allowed to transmit on 2 meter and 70 centimeter with a maximum power of 10 watts EIRP. The new entry-level class should offer access to amateur radio, in particular to young people and older people, in accordance with international requirements. Mm-hmm. So the legally stipulated self-build right is not restricted, so even beginners can develop, set up, and put in operation radio devices or hotspots themselves. The exam will follow a cumulative system is known from the U.S. amateur radio test. First of all, the exam for the N class is taken, which already contains all questions from the areas of operational knowledge and regulations. The technical test for E and then for A can then be taken. So basically, they're setting up their structure a lot like ours.
Interesting. Yeah, that's great. No, they're actually a little better than us. They're kind of, we'll have to see. But that's good. So the next story is Radio Ham to honor broadcast engineers lost on 9/11. I could talk a lot about 9/11. Radio World report a New England ham radio operator is to be dedicated to the memory of 6 broadcast engineers killed in the 9/11 attacks on the World Trade Center. The article says Andrew Dinoncourt, an amateur radio enthusiast, call sign M1N1MYY, who works in tech support at Comrex, expects to sign on the new ham radio repeater at 1 p.m. Eastern on September 11th to honor the 6 broadcast engineers, Bob Patterson, Don DeFranco, Steve Jacobson, Bill Steckman, Rob Coppola, and Isaias Rivera. Those are very New Yorker names, by the way. I plan to read a brief statement and cite the names of the 6 fallen broadcast engineers, and I want to dedicate the installation to them, Dinoncourt said. It just worked out because of the timing of it all. The new site being dedicated as a memorial to the 6 broadcast engineers will be on 146.46 and will be part of the New England Emergency Communications Network, NEDECN, which is a digital network of approximately 90 amateur radio service repeaters covering the New England states. So 9/11 was very tragic. I lived in New York on 9/11. It was not pretty. There are people working up in the Twin Towers who they perished because of because of those fucking terrorists. They, you know,
Aren't you glad you can cuss on my channel because it's not monetized yet?
I don't care. I cuss on mine too. But I'm just saying, no, because of these idiots. But they and I tell people 9/11. Look, you know what? I mean, it's the loss of human life. These guys were human beings. They had families, and they were engineers and technicians involved in their craft. And they were there till the very end, keeping the TV signals on the air, okay? And like Pix 11 and, I think Channel 5 was there, and such like that. Yeah, one of my former colleagues, well, he didn't die on 9/11. He died from natural means afterward, but he was chief engineer for Fox owned and operated stations. So, he took me up to Empire State Building. That was a nice tour. So that's where everything moved. But it is what it is. So anyway, right. I think that's all the news we're going to do tonight, unless you got anything else.
No.
Okay. Well, Artemis 1 seems to be the mission from hell. I think they just need to hire Elon and strap it on one of his rockets.
I mean, they need to do something. That's all I'm saying.
Yeah, tell Elon to come and fix it. Elon will say, "Here, I just take some Tesla duct tape and put it on. Some SpaceX Tesla duct tape."
Mm-hmm.
That's exactly how he talks.
I mean,
Right. Yeah. Okay. So anyway, all right. What's tonight's topic? Because I really don't know.
well, we were just going to talk about some stuff because, meanwhiles and everything, there's some misconceptions and stuff out there that, some people don't quite, think that we're capable of doing anything, which obviously is not true. And then,
so you know what? Continue, and I'll tell you something I'm going to be doing next year.
Ooh. So
I'm serious.
I know you're serious. So no, I'm just sitting here saying, I mean, a lot of people complain about not enough YLs in the in the community or whatnot, and all this kind of stuff, and wanting more and more YLs to come in. But let's be honest, when YLs do come in and we're able to, no offense, be better than some of the guys out there, they kind of get their ego on their little shoulders and get butt hurt. Let's be honest about this. And they don't like it, but they're complaining. So my whole point to all this is just stop the stupid complaining, and you know what? And don't just assume if somebody's carrying around a tape measure Yagi that it was built by their significant other. That's all I'm saying. Or their significant other's tape measure Yagi. Let's just be honest with that. I mean, that's a misconception, and a lot of people tend to do that. And I mean, that's what I'm saying. And
that's a backstory I need to hear. But anyway, I'll tell you what I'm doing first.
Well, it's something that was brought to my attention at Huntsville Hamfest. So, I mean, it's one thing for it to be built by someone else, but this person, she actually built it herself. Yeah, somebody helped her, teach her how to build it, but she built it herself. So, I mean, that's all I'm saying is just don't sit here and assume because a female's carrying around an antenna that she didn't make it herself. I mean, I do a lot of things that I've done myself, and I'm quite capable of doing and fixing things around the house and all that kind of stuff. And a man didn't come over here and do it for me. I did it myself. So that's all I'm saying is let's not, have that. And then I have comments on my channel. Let's talk about the comments on my channel, shall we?
Yeah, I full disclosure, I heavily moderate the comments on my channel. Okay.
I understand. These are not published yet. These got heavily stopped.
Mm-hmm.
Like this one.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. It says my antenna just got extended after watching this.
Oh God.
Thank you,
Oh
DOT, that your antenna was extended. Congratulations.
yeah. Most guys in this hobby are appliance. Couldn't build an antenna with a gun to their head. I don't like putting gun to people's heads.
You know, and then you got Jason Thompson over here going, Live Fire is a good name for the show in case you set a new on fire. Or here, kitty kitty. Or now that's some DX I would like to work.
Oh my God.
And I don't know where we were talking about ice cream liquors, but apparently we were talking about ice cream liquors, and that was funny. Yeah. And that's not. I mean, this isn't just like just on my channel. You know, I get comments all the time. I get messages all the time. I get people talking about things all the time. Is that so? You know, it happens. I get it. I get messages from my crazy neighbor about him wanting to crawl through my window.
Yeah. Hey, I haven't seen Liberty Cave in a long while. So
yeah.
Yeah. So yeah. So I'll tell you, yeah. So what I'm doing next year, okay? You know that we had Ham Exposition this year, right? So Ham Exposition was a joint AWRL convention between my division and New England, okay? We had a YL forum, was almost 2 hours long. One of the things they want to start doing is a lot of them want to get into this YouTube thing, okay? And they want to be successful. So I decided now, I said, you know what? So they asked me because I'm kind of like, I don't know, I'm a YouTuber, I guess. I don't have hundreds of thousands of subscribers, but I have a loyal audience that keeps growing steadily. So next year, what I'm going to do, but I do have other things, YouTube projects I work on, collaborate with other people that's under wraps. So next year I'm going to hold a YouTube get together at Ham Exposition, but it's going to be lady focused. Okay. So my mission is I want to, not just have it be something for the guys to come up and beat their chest and say, I did so much subscribers, but maybe we'll have something. Yeah. One thing, what we will do is I want to, show everybody. I said, look, this is how you start to do a YouTube video. So I'll tell people, first of all, you have to figure out, well, I'm going to publish one a week at least. Okay. I think that's a bare minimum. Okay. Publish one a week. And then you have to decide what niche you want to go into. In ham radio, okay, that's fine. What type of ham radio channel you're going to be? Are you just going to do everything ham radio? I think even in ham radio, you could kind of like focus a little bit. Like my videos are more about, teaching people things, right? I let those guys do the unboxings. Okay. The unboxing is fine. Let them unbox. Okay.
I like to have fun, obviously.
Yeah. And then, I share the knowledge and I interact with people. And then what I'm also going to talk about is, how you get people to sponsor, how to get people to, companies to notice you, how to build your brand, and also production value, right? Like, for example, getting, all your lighting and stuff correct, because you don't want to have your videos to look like this, okay? Because that's no fun, right?
No. And actually, I've got studio lighting downstairs, but I have not set it up yet because I'm still working on the house. So
yeah, so I do lighting. I normally do a 3-point lighting setup, but today I only have one. And then I'll show places to go and do courses. I took courses from Sean Cannell, and I am part of the Niminati. I look at Nick Niman's videos all the time. I also took a course from Marquez Brownlee. And Marquez, he's in New Jersey, by the way. So I might end up meeting him someday, I hope. But yeah, I did his course, and he does a lot of high quality tech videos. So I took some of his elements and I put them in my videos, and it's been, good, and I'll teach how to design thumbnails and titles and such like that, and how to get engagement and stuff. Like I said, I'm not an expert, I'm not a big timer, okay? But I think I could help people grow a little. I'll share what I know. Okay?
Yeah. It's all about knowledge, and it's just all those things, and it's just the whole thing that I was told that the only reason why I have a YouTube channel is because I'm a chick and I've got boobs and I'm pretty. Not necessarily that order, but yeah.
Okay.
Yeah,
Well,
they left out the fact that I got they left out the part about J-Lo booty or anything like that, but
they
obviously
left out the fact that you got a general,
I know.
Maybe you need to get your extra, and that'll catch your attention.
I don't know. I've already got their attention. Do I want it even more?
Yeah. So Liberty K brings up an interesting point. Lately, I've looked at how many views people get in their videos in comparison to their subs. It's interesting to see some big number of people get very views. Yeah, and that's true. You have people with 100,000, 250,000 subscribers who get like 3,000 to 4,000 views a video, which is nothing. I get 3,000 to 4,000 views on a lot of my videos, and I only have 12,500.
Don't you have 8,000?
Some people.
How many do you have?
No, I have like 12,500.
Okay, never mind. I was confusing you with somebody else. My bad.
Yeah.
I apologize.
Some people buy subs, yeah, but if YouTube finds out you do that, they will sink your channel so fast. Yeah.
Yep.
School started and people busy. That's a good point. Yeah. I have been really busy with a lot of things.
Yes.
Like last night, I had a whole mountain of paperwork to fill out for these kids to go to school. They send a whole folder. It's like they could have sent PDFs like they did last year, and all I do is I just change the names on each one.
Just uploaded it. And did you upload it in PDF filler, like Adobe Fill and Sign?
Yeah.
Okay, that's what I would have done.
Joe makes a point here. He says I don't produce. Some people are the perpetual guest, and I enjoy having Joe on my channel.
I enjoy having Joe on my channel.
Joe was so gracious. He came to Ham Exposition and he did a great program, a very, very entertaining program about growing up in Nebraska. Okay. It was humorous, and it made you think. So Joe, thank you very much. Let's see. I'm not going to have, you know what? Listen, that doesn't matter. Okay. It doesn't matter. Everybody has a viewpoint. I think they get subs when they're fewer. Yeah. Plus a lot of them just been around a long time. And then some, look, I'm not making excuses. Okay. I think a lot of people got subscribers because how it works is usually you might have 1 or 2 big videos that hits and goes viral and people subscribe. And then you get noticed and you get picked up with partnerships. And because of that, people will subscribe to you more and more, So that's how I got a lot from 2 videos, the RF safety and the GMRS video. So let's see here.
And
City Carlisle.
And let's see here. I've got some upcoming stuff coming from, MFJ, and hopefully Radio Waves 2 is going to send me maybe an antenna or 2 for me to hook up. And
yeah, I'm behind. I have a few things I need to publish reviews for. I've just been so behind with a lot of things going on in my life, but I'm going to get them up.
I didn't do a review on those walkie-talkies that were sent to. I think you had the same ones, because I'm not putting a review out for them just because they sent it to me, and they're okay, but they're not the greatest.
Yeah. So Joe, you're more than welcome to come back. I mean, same deal goes. I mean, you can hang with me. I don't mind having you around for dinner. Okay, Joe, I enjoy having you at the table on both nights. Okay. Yeah. So, yeah, another great kit build, huh? Maybe I'll come for the kit build next time. Let's see
I
here.
mean,
Mike.
he gave me a kit to build. I just gotta go get a soldering station now.
Hey, look who just came in, Mike.
No.
Hey.
Oh, it's the other Mike.
The other Mike, exactly.
Hi, other
JG2MM.
Mike.
Yeah. So the other Mike, yeah, I know. Oh, Mike, we know you. Okay, we know who you are.
I mean, there's so many mics. It's just easier to go, oh, the other mic. But no, he's the mic. He's another mic that does POTA. He does lots of POTA.
Cool. He's the better Mike.
don't let the other Mike know that you just said he was the better Mike.
Who's the other Mike anyway?
How?
Who is that other Mike?
You know who the other Mike is.
I know. I
don't want to sit here and say the other Mike because if I sit there and say it, he might pop on, and we're over here trying to keep the peace.
You're a Mike too, Lon? Okay, I guess you are.
Oh yeah.
New York native Mike. Okay. Interesting. He's a New York native? I didn't know the other Mike was a New York native.
No.
He's a New Yorker. Yeah. Okay. Yeah.
Hey, Joseph.
Yeah.
It's Collins.
So anyway, so that is my whole plan for next year. I want to do it. I'm of two minds on this. I'm thinking, you know what, the seasoned YouTubers from YouTubers Bunch could come on, but since this was at the YL forum, I think we're gonna have a focus thing. There are a lot of ladies at YL forum. It's actually one of the more well attended ones. New England has like ROAN, right? Women Radio Operators of New England. And I'll show you. They're like an active ladies club. Let me show you here. And they actually have a net. I don't know if you could get their net, but probably not from the South. On Wednesday mornings at 8:30 a.m. Eastern, there is a net. Okay. Right. I check in sometimes, and then I'm not a member, of course, because I don't live in New England. But yeah, they charge $10 a year for dues. Yankee Lassie's net. Okay, see, on 3912 every Wednesday, 8:30 a.m. Right, and then you could get a certificate. Now, YLRL is the national organization, and we have some international. So you have, see, I'm wearing my shirt there. You have a bunch of us. This was at convention 2019. They have it on Zoom. They have a tech class on Zoom. The WASYL is a difficult award to get. Okay. Echolink, emergency prep, and stuff like that. I'm not really big into AMCOM, but District 2, me. Yeah. Okay. District 1. Right. So they have all the districts here. So I am District 2. Let's see.
Yeah, aren't you part of New England technically? Because you're up
there. No, I'm in Mid-Atlantic.
Oh.
Yeah. So yeah. Yeah, it's interesting. So anyway, yeah, so that's something to look at. There used to be a few others. They used to be like Chick Factor and all these others. They kind of just like fizzled out. I don't know what's going on with them. We have a net on Thursday nights on Echolink, okay, but that's not associated with YLRL, okay. There is one called While Up Net, right?
Right.
Which is it's on the Alara node 286905 on Echolink at 8 p.m. Eastern or 7 Central. See? So, yeah, on Thursdays.
All right.
Okay. All right. All the Teslas are taking the power. Yeah, no, well, I guess so. You know, mine's not plugged in. I charge mine like twice a week now. You know, it's like I got it back. I got a scare today because it said that how the rear drive unit, which was replaced, is failing. I probably just get it checked, but I'm going to trade it in anyway. And my new car is next month. I've had it with this car.
Are you sure it's next month?
Well, it could be next month, but I'm pretty confident of that this time.
All right.
It could be this month because Elon probably wants to get all the deliveries, you know, for the quarter.
He needs to go help out Artemis.
Yeah.
That's all I'm saying.
Yeah. Okay. Oh, that's interesting. You have ladies on GMRS. Interesting. Yeah. So, all right. What else is going on?
Nothing much. I just thought we talked about that little thing because I've been, just the comments and stuff that I've been meaning to do a video on, and it's just one of those things. It's like nothing that I haven't had, I've not heard over the years. It's just it gets annoying. I guess is what the good word is. It gets annoying, and I get guys are guys, but at the same time, though, you wouldn't like it if we called you all the time either. Let's be honest.
Yeah.
So that's just my thought process to that is, I'm just one of those people of, treat others how you want to be treated, and don't say something to somebody you wouldn't want somebody to say to your mom or your sister or your daughter. That's it. I think those are simple rules and best rules to go by, but we all know other things override all that. Wow. No, Collins, it's not a mean comments video. It's a wow, my antenna just got extended after watching your video. Yay.
What do you mean another mean comments video? I've been very helpful in this video.
No, mean comments was what Kay at MRD did.
Oh, him? Okay.
Yeah.
I mean, it's like, yeah, okay. He's whatever. Oh, well, not start yawning. I guess you're tired. I've been tired too.
Oh, yes, I'm very tired.
What video of his was hilarious?
Oh, yeah, you got to go watch it. It was funny.
Which was what?
The mean comments that he did. It was ode to Sad Hams. It was funny. Oh. I watched it.
I really haven't been watching Ham YouTube at all. Lately, I've just been, school has started back, and I've just been in a time warp, So it's just been spinning around like that. Ode to Sad Hams, huh? Okay. Yeah, I could probably do something like that. I have lots of comments. So.
Do you have mean comments? Yeah. Will they call you meanie Rhea? No.
Some people say. So the other thing is, I got to give a PSA, if your club is looking to do something transformative in amateur radio, maybe outreach to communities, get some YLs involved.
Yes.
Okay. Or get, others that, or even a revitalization grant. Let's say your ham radio club it got affected by COVID, and you need a place to meet or some other thing, and you can, the ARRL has a club grants program. You can go on their YouTube channel. They'll tell you how to apply, right? So look for ARRL headquarters, and you don't have to be an affiliated club of ARRL. You don't even have to be a member, and you can apply for a grant up to $25,000. Your club or a group, but it must be for benefit of the wider community. This could be things like setting up ham radio station in schools. It could be teaching classes to, Girl Scouts, right, or something like that, or even Cub Scouts, Boy Scouts, youth. Putting up, setting up emergency communications trailers, although that's kind of like not really, too much of the objective. So a lot of stuff. So let's hear about your boyfriend who's a ham now.
Oh my God. Just because I sat here and put in the get-go comments, you're going to talk about it. Oh my goodness.
Well, let's talk about some positive for a change.
Okay.
Right?
Well, he's a ham. He tried to go for his general. He totally failed it. But I didn't think he was going to pass. But it's okay.
You have no faith in the poor guy.
I did have faith in him that he might pass by that much. By that much. He got 18 out of 35 right. Come on. I mean, it's okay.
Yeah.
And he didn't study for it either. So, it's not like he studied for it before he took it.
So how did he just did it from guessing?
Yeah, he just did it by guessing and what he could remember from the tech stuff. So
okay,
he didn't do too bad. But yeah, he sat there and studied for the tech hours before he took it.
Okay.
No, it wasn't bad going in cold. I just knew he wasn't gonna. If he passed, it was just gonna be very close over the line. Yeah.
Right. Interesting.
But yes, Patrick sat there, and between him and KMRD talking the whole night, and Josh, they were all talking to him, and I don't know, we were at the forum, and next thing I know, he's over there in his phone like this, and I was like, wow, is it that boring at the forum? And then I asked him afterwards, I said, was it that boring? And he goes, well, no, I was studying the whole time. I was like, what the heck were you doing? He goes, oh, I pulled up ham radio prep, and I was sitting here going over it on my phone. I was like, oh, okay. I was like, do you want to take your test today? He goes, well, sure, why not? I said, well, start taking the test, more of the test, because he was going about the sections. So I told him to go and take the test. And once he was passing 80s and 90s, he could take the test. And he actually made a 31 out of 35.
Wow.
Yep. He passed his tech when I passed the same grade that I passed on my general.
Right.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Well,
sounds good.
Liberty, I understand procrastination's not the way to go, but I told him he can study for the general now. Once he takes the general test, then we're going to do extra together so we can study together, and then we're just going to we're going to see who's going to get better on their extra, me or him.
Right.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Wow. Well, good luck on that. I hope he does not get Josh as his V. He could have me as a V. I'm a V with ARRL, but I don't do GLARG. Maybe I could get a credit with GLARG.
We actually got KMRD. We got Steve Anderjack, KO4 AFL. We got Carlos.
Mm-hmm.
We got Carlos. Yeah.
Carlos needs to show up at my airport and do a jump, and I'll film him.
Carlos is cool, man. I really like Carlos. He was definitely awesome. So
Yeah, I am a V with ARRL and Laurel. Okay. I used to be a W5YI, but not anymore. Yeah. So, Ron, I'll tell you later about procrastination. Okay.
Ron, don't feel bad. I'm a procrastinator. Ask Rhea. I tell her
I'll
all
tell
the
you later.
time
I'll
that
tell you
I'm a
later.
procrastinator.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
So, all right. So, yeah, I think we need to encourage everybody into amateur radio, and like I'm always saying, try to get, all different kinds of people because, yeah, you want everybody to enjoy this hobby. I made an observation. Okay. This is going to hurt some feelings. I
That
don't
I'm
care.
smarter than everybody.
Nah.
Oh shit.
I looked at, I've been in the Second Amendment community for not that long, about 10, 11 years. Okay. What the NRA has done, not only the NRA, but the Second Amendment community has done for its focus on diversity and inclusion is leaps and bounds over anything in ham radio. And it's not like they're pushing diversity in your face, okay? They just naturally encourage everybody to take part in, the activism and the sports and such like that. And they are absolutely killing it, to use a pun. But they are like they're really, really, like, you look in their training materials, they have people equally represented. They have they have a lot of focus on getting youth involved, and they have focus on women. They're actively calling for women firearm instructors now, and they're actually they're looking for different people. And even, like, you look at some of these manufacturers. Who was it? Was Smith and Wesson had a YouTube ad, okay, and they showcase everybody, from the old white guy working in a factory to this young black woman in a city concealed carrying, okay. I mean, yeah, that's truly America, that's America. So, yeah. Our gays would come. Well, listen, armed gays don't get bashed, okay. So, the fun fact, one of the plaintiffs, I think it was in the McDonald case or something like that, or one of these NRA cases, this was a gay guy. I can't remember who it was. One of them. It wasn't McDonald. It wasn't Heller, because Dick Heller, I don't think Dick Heller was gay. But one of these plaintiffs in the NRA case was. Yeah. So they do, and they have lobbyists. I know the lobbyists here, yeah. The biggest thing I tell you is that yeah, I've been involved in this community a long time. One of my friends is a board member of the NRA, Anthony Calandro. He's a board member of the NRA, and he owns a range, right? The range I go to, Gun for Hire, and he actually, there's a lot of people in there. The employees are all different backgrounds. The people who come there to shoot, all different backgrounds, and it's just welcoming. I don't feel uncomfortable there at all. Yeah. Yeah. I'll give you a hint, Mike. I do too. Okay. Because we can do that now. Let's see here. Yeah. Well, yeah. I mean, I work mostly from home, so I guess I could, carry at work because I work from home.
I do too.
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah, no, that's true. Yeah. Um, well, yeah, there are actually a lot of there are several different ham radio organizations, you know. So you are carrying right now. Yeah, mine is within reach.
Mine is within a few feet.
Yeah. Sarah Lee. One of my friends was actually a PR person for Peeps company. And one time, well, actually his wife, okay? So his wife used to drive around the big Peeps mobile. And one time
Mm-hmm.
they came up to Fox, okay, when I was still working at Fox.
Mm-hmm.
And because they were going to be on one of the morning shows.
Right.
It's like I saw this big Peeps mobile roll up outside. Oh God. That's funny. Yeah. So PR is a powerful thing. I just don't think ham radio has, what it needs really. That's just a sad fact. I think, a lot of people in ham radio, and as far as PR has gotten, kind of complacent. There is no real effort to sell ham radio beyond emergency communications, which I think is this, frankly speaking, here, I think emergency communications is not going to save us because realistically, emergencies, infrastructure is getting more and more robust. But there needs to be more than that. And I think what you do with the space program, with the ISS contacts and that stuff is what's going to drive, what's going to drive the future of ham radio, right? Where you have, a real way to reach out and touch people, right? Not just for waiting for the next disaster. Let's see here. Yeah. POTA. Yeah. You see that? Let me tell you something about POTA. Okay. You weren't licensed in CAT. When did you get licensed?
Right before the new year.
When?
Oh, you mean like for tech, or are you talking about for general?
Tech.
Oh, tech was June of 2020.
Right. So in 2016, there was an event called National Parks on the Air. And
Mm-hmm.
it was kind of like, even though POTA, some people in POTA, Mike and such like that, try to claim that no. POTA was there all along, but no. National Parks on the Air kind of like sparked it to really get POTA gained popularity. So that one got people outdoors and it got people active. If you have more events like that, that'll probably help. Has New Jersey gotten rid of that stupid no hollow points rule allowed yet? The answer is no. And it's a stupid rule. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, hollow points are allowed in your house. They're allowed at target range, right? I shoot hollow points at target range because the 22 ammo is nearly all hollow point. Okay. But you can't put it in your carry gun. You can't put it, you can't possess it outside of the range in your house. Okay. There is a workaround for that. The state police says that you can use Horde critical defense or critical duty. I have critical duty for some of my larger ones and defense for my EDC. And those are not considered hollow points. So, yeah. Let's see. Good question. Local Renaissance Fair. Yeah, here the state fair doesn't allow it either. Yeah. Oh, well. Whatever. But, the state fair, I think, is less problematic because they have a big police presence there. They have, like, the place is crawling with, like, the whole sheriff's department just goes there. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. So let's see. So National Parks in the Air was not an annual event. National Parks in the Air was a one-time event designed to celebrate the 100th anniversary of the National Park Service. Right? But
Mm-hmm.
it was an amazing event, I'm telling you. And POTA is very similar, okay? But this one was an amazing event. It was well coordinated. I wouldn't lie when I say the AWRL actually spent a good deal of money on promoting and marketing in it. Okay. And
Right.
then, it's like they, it reap rewards because it got people active and such like that. So, yeah. Yeah. So, for example, I've never operated POTA at all. I've never operated POTA. I want to. Okay.
Right.
But I've operated from parks, and I've operated, in VHF contests from parks. I've just never operated as POTA. I've never called CQ POTA. I'm a chaser, but I'm not an activator. Okay. Texas State Fair. Texas, I think, has a law that says anything that's in possession of that's owned by a governmental agency in Texas has to allow carry, which is why I used to be able to carry at Hamcom, because Hamcom in Texas is in a government-owned convention center, so they couldn't stop me. Okay.
Right.
Yeah. All right. Anyway, so I'm done with that. Anything else? Any final thoughts?
No. You know, I'm thinking about going in the morning, and they're putting on a running event for Eliza, the lady that was abducted and killed at 4:30 in the morning in Memphis. So
Yeah.
they're wanting to put on a run at 4:30 tomorrow morning. So
I actually do live near, like within walking distance to an Appalachian Trail.
oh,
So, yeah, I do. So I could probably go and do it, but we'll see.
yeah, run for
Yeah.
Eliza, Queenie. Yes,
Yeah.
run for Eliza. So I might end up getting up in the morning and getting ready and putting on my running clothes and my running shoes and going to Huntsville and going do that. I think that would be a good thing to do.
Yeah. So yeah, I'm not really worried. I think ham radio will always exist in some form. I just don't think that it'll be the same as it always was. I think we're going to lose a lot of our UHF spectrum to commercial interests. I think HF is still going to be there. I do hope people continue to at least build antennas and build things. Like Joe, my main reason I enjoy the company of Joe Eisenberg so much is because he built things and he encourages people to build things. So, exactly, build kits. Okay. You need to be building radios. You need to be building kits, right? Put some solder, and let some of that solder smoke out. You know what? I kind of will shed a tear because you see those bands of vast unexplored frontiers for a lot of people. And once you try it out, it is addictive. I actually when I used to rove with Andrea K2EZ, making a contact on 10 gigahertz was thrilling. I didn't even realize that I could have done it. Okay. And then you have the microwave bands and all sorts of interesting radio experiments you could do with rain scatter and all that stuff. I'll make a parallel with shooting. A lot of people say, well, I don't care if they ban 50 caliber. Okay. In New Jersey, they just banned 50 BMG. I shot a 50 BMG. Holy smokes. That thing was amazing. But at like $10 a round, I don't think I could make a habit of it, but holy smokes. Yeah. What is T-Rex? I don't know what that is. Don't be a Spectrum FUD. I love that one.
Are we going to put a are we going to put the put that on a shirt?
I think we should make we should make a shirt. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. You see, yeah, this is another thing for EME, right? On 1296, you can take an old DirecTV dish, okay, and you put a microwave feed horn on that, and then you could have a moon bounce setup, Yeah, and yeah, exactly. You could use a dish, you can use those old big satellite dishes, like the real big 8-foot ones that people used to use, the C-band dishes, okay. But if you have one that somebody that has like pointing to the ground, you just ask them first, and you take a Sawzall, and you could cut it down and take it, put it in the back of your truck and carry it home. Yeah. Well, you know something. If you watch my live stream with Ray Novak, okay, ICOM wants to change that. ICOM wants us to use our bands, and I'm definitely going to be saving up to get a 905. Right? I'm definitely going to save up my pennies to buy one. Yeah. So, all right. All right. Well, look, guys, I'm
It's getting
tired.
late.
I'm burning.
And I
Yeah.
need to go to bed if I plan on going running in the morning.
Well, good luck. I'll see you around.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Local people, if you're at the Saratoga County Ham Fest in Saratoga County, New York, I'll be there this weekend. Yeah. And then, of course, a prayer for the fallen on September 11th. And I hope those terrorists burn in hell with their 72 virgins. With their 72 virgins. Okay.
72 versions?
Yeah.
Or virgin?
Virgins.
Oh, I said versions. I said versions.
Yeah. Yeah.
Mm-hmm. All right. 73, y'all. And
73.
73.
Goodbye.
Bye.